Hi everyone, my name is Jenny and I'm a photographer first and a bullet journaler second. I've been bullet journaling since about 6 months and I really love this. This is the perfect tool for both me personal and my business. I've been searching for some system to let me have everything in one place, so I found that this is the perfect this is perfect for me because I can be creative or as simple as I want to. I can make everything, make it really personal to show, to get all the information that I need and track everything I need. So this is my current bullet journaling that I'm moving into. I will show you that in a minute, but I have to show you where I started out. When I found this, I just had a notebook at home, this one, and as you see, it's been in my bag, out in my bag several times a day, so it's really ugly and it's dirty, and yeah, it's getting all beaten up, so I decided in my next one to have a cover for it, which I have. I will show you that in a minute. So this is my old bullet journaling. I just found a notebook that I had in my shelf. So I started to fill it out. Of course, first index, and then I wanted to have a year in a glance. And I think this is horrible. It's really ugly, and I mean, I'm an artist, kind of. I'm very visual. I want to look at pretty things, so I don't know how many videos on YouTube I watched to find the perfect worksheets and workflow that works for me and looks pretty and functional. So I'm more to the simple way, but I do like to have like highlights and colorings in some sorts of stuff. So this one I started out with, I'm thinking, I heard someone say about color coding. Oh, that's great, I thought. So I did that, but it didn't work out that well. I think this is just messy. And I didn't use this really, so no. And 2019 is just empty because I will abandon this bullet journal in a minute. This is my goals for 2018, and I've made this page has been transferred into my new one, and then it's goals and activities quarterly, and this is my first spread of the week. And for me it's important to have both, daily here, this is the days, and then I have my to-do things, all the lists that you need to be done. That this is really in a hurry. This is what I have to do, should do. This was supposed ideas, but it didn't work, so I put in invoicing instead. This is what I need to be edit, and this I should do. So it's a lot of things I should do. And next one, I try to rearrange those a little more. And yeah, you will see later on what it's evolved into. And I wanted to show you this about the trackers. This tracker, I try to, it's just a failure. I try to track everything I wanted to do. So my idea was, when I open this spread, I will look at all these things and see that, okay, yoga, yeah, I love to do yoga. I should do more yoga. And then I look at this, okay, I did 3 days. And I saw someone do a kind of morning pep dance, just 3-5 minutes every morning to make your blood flow and your energy levels rise and everything. And yeah, I did that twice. And Instagram, I was fairly good at doing Instagram, so actually I don't think I need a tracker for that. And doing the laundry, yeah, I should do the laundry more often, but this was during the summertime, so we only wore bikinis and bathing clothes anyway, so it didn't work out that well. And like this one, it says no carbs. Oh no, I ate carbs every day, because there are kind of carbs in champagne and cava and prosecco. So, I mean, it's vacation time. It was maybe the wrong month to start tracking, but anyway, I tried, and I learned a lot from this. What I want to do, what I want to track, and what I don't need to. And then I saw someone do a gratitude log, and that's great. I thought, oh wow, this I want to do this. And it rather turned out to be like a diary, and I decided not to write in every date in advance because I wanted to have the freedom to. No, today I feel like writing in something, and today something happened. So, yeah, that's worked out quite well. It stopped here just a few weeks ago because well, yeah, nothing exciting happened. I just started to work my ass off, so I didn't have time for anything fun. So my next weekly spread is evolving a little more, but still not very good. And this one is, we made an article for a wedding magazine. The wedding magazine is just in the stores right now. So this article you can you can read in the Swedish magazine called Allt om bröllop. But this is how we planned it. First, our vision and what we needed to do, what we needed to get, all the vendors involved, and then what to do. Everything that we needed to do, and notes, where to get it, and everything. So, and some contact information, and the timeline just the weeks before the shooting, and just to get it all wrapped up, kind of. So this is how I planned that photo shoot. It's a styled shoot, and this time we didn't have any models, but there was really a lot to do anyway. Yeah, packing and getting and schedule. And next spread I want to show you is the new weekly spread, because I found out that the old spreads didn't work out that well. So I tried to incorporate, the barn door. But since I used a spiral-bound notebook, I found that it's all ripped apart. It's getting all messy, and I don't like it. So, well, this one is getting somewhere. I'm starting to like it, but it's still not perfect. So I tried this weekly spread a couple of times, and here are just ideas. But it has evolved to a different spreads. I will show you later. Yeah, I just, scribbling around ideas, what I need to be done. We're going to build a shed, and I wanted to make pretty windows. So I tried once more this barn door, but no, it didn't work. So I'll skip that one. My daily time log. I want to have a really good tracker of what I do during all the days. So I try to squeeze in everything in a little time tracker, and it didn't work. I tried here, it's like, 2 weeks almost, and then I just abandoned it. I tried here again, but no, it doesn't work. Because then I had to have like different colors, and I didn't remember what color I used for different things and which pen it was, so I have to write down the actual pen, and no, it didn't work for me. So I'm still working on this part. I want to have a time tracker for everything I do, both personal and job. And in my job, like, I want to separate administration when I really do the shooting, and if I do editing, marketing. It's so many different things I do in my business, so I really want to track those. But since I control my own time, it can be like, in the mornings I can do 1 hour of marketing, and then I do personal stuff, and then I do something else in the business, editing or other stuff. So it's a little messy. I haven't really figured out how I'm going to do that the perfect way yet. If you have any tips, just let me know. This spread is a really nice spread. I go back to this spread quite often just to have some ideas of what to have for dinner, or some snacks for my kids that are not just all filled with sugar and fat. So this is a great one. And here it's starting to look a little better. This is my August spread, and this is actually how it looks now, because I want to have an overall look on the dates, and then I put in everything that I need to do that are planned, or even afterwards if I did anything, I write it in so I will remember what I've done that day. Bullet journal ideas. This one is really fun because I have so many ideas. I have really 1,000 things I need to see, need to save, need to track, or yeah, anything. So I just made, notes about what I want to do. And this is how it turned into. I separated my weekly calendar into one master to-do list, and this is how this looks like. And then I have just in the weeks, I try to have one spread with the days in one side and notes on the other side, but I didn't use all this note space, so I've changed it a little to like this. I have like this, and I can divide days into 2 columns, and I have a lot of space to write in. And I also have notes, and in the next week what I'm going to do there. So I will show you this spread too. This is for my kids. My son needs to read more books, so I created a reading tracker for him. Here he has read 2 books so far, so it's not that much, but we're getting there. So I remind him, and then he gets a reward actually for each book he reads. And this is my daughter. She is working. She has a special way to learn in their school. So when she has achieved certain goals, we write it in here and we color them up. I cheated there, and then she also gets a small reward when she gets there. And yeah. So this one is also moving into my new bullet journal. And I tried to do this sleep tracker. You see, I don't give up on the trackers. The sleep tracker, and this is work tracker. So I try to migrate everything into, okay, what I'm gonna do. You see, I write out what pen I used here too, so I don't forget. Yeah, it worked a little better, but it's not good. And I mean, if I'm gonna work a Saturday and shoot a full day wedding, it's like 16 hours, and I don't have almost 16 hours here. I mean, I get home at maybe 2 a.m. or something like that. But this one is really good to see, because this period I slept really bad. I didn't have time to sleep. So I mean, here I went to bed at 1 o'clock and I got up at 5:30. Here I went to sleep at 2 o'clock and I got up about, like 6 o'clock. Here a little better. This must be a weekend because I slept a long time. Yeah, probably these two. I guess these are Sundays because that's the days I can sleep. Anyway, I'm still working on finding the perfect tracker for me. And my wish list. Yes, it's a good one. I even haven't. I'm not even wishing for all the things, to fill this page up. But I want to. I accidentally dropped my phone, so that's one actually is filled in because I have a new phone. And yeah, This is just, you know, dreams. I want a Michael Kors bag. I know exactly which one, but they are insanely expensive. So, well, yeah, it's Christmas sometimes. This is just a spread. We're building our shed, and I wanted to make pretty windows. So this is just how they're gonna look. And this is the September spread. Still, I'm using the same idea of having the monthly dates here, and I have all the details here in the, just to get an overall look. And also my master to-do list. I couldn't live without it. And here's still my week list with notes and next week and all the details. And my son had a birthday party, so this is just some plans for his birthday. This is the plan for my new bullet journal. As you can see, you probably recognize this layout because I copied it straight out of someone else. I really suck at names, so I can't remember her name, but she's a very nice person, and she has gorgeous videos. I won't name dropping in case I'm saying the wrong name. So, well, anyway, I thought that was a lovely spread. So this is just what I'm keeping into my new bullet journal, what I'm adding, what I'm changing, working, what's not working, layout, and then I draw out on a separate paper how I'm gonna do it, which layout, and put post-it notes into my bullet journal just to plan it out. And still, next week, no, not next week. This was a new week, and I tried to get it, you know, all Augusty themed with some details, but it doesn't have to be that much. I mean, when I do this, it's usually on Sundays, and Sundays I do have time for reflections, to just sit down and take my time and, yeah, sit down and you know, do nothing or do this and just go into my little world of creating. And this is last week. So this is, yeah, I just have to mention those weeks I was writing out, like that week I needed catching up. So catching up was words of that week. Yeah, catching up, but in another way. And this is just do things. And what did I have here? Yeah, this is a word for things you should do that has been lying around for too long, and just do it, kind of. Structure planning. So I use this little notes here to just remind me of what I need to be doing and what's important. So that's the old one. So this one is my trial and error and everything. So I really love this one. I will save it. But now it's time for my new one. And the thing is, I just have to tell the reason I'm doing this video is that I'm a professional. I mean, I work as a photographer, and I'm a single person in my business. And as a self-employed people like me, I think it's hard to find any information about having your businesses in your bullet journal. The videos I've seen, it's like they don't really explain how they do it, how they think. I mean, and I'm a photographer, so this is clearly mostly to photographers, other photographers who might even get some tips and tricks from me. So I will show you what I did in my new bullet journal. And this cover I made myself. The book is Lechtstorm 1917, and yes, it's a golden one. I bought two golden books, and to be really honest with you, I'm not really sure I will keep on buying these Lichter books, because I think the ghosting is a little annoying, to be honest. So, but I will probably have this book for a year, hopefully, because I lay way too much effort in it. So, well, we'll see. I give it a go. I give it a year. And in this lecture, I only have 2 pages of index. So I left the next one blank because I'm probably going to need it. So I'm going to fill in, I'm going to use this as index too. At least that one, that page. Maybe I'll write down something here pretty, I don't know. We'll see if I get a feeling for it. But first of all, I did a calendar, an old-fashioned nice calendar with 2018, 2019. So here I have all the dates. If someone asks me, I mean, I shoot a lot of weddings, so is this and that date a Saturday or a day in the other week or something like that? So I can quickly see what date it was on the day. And this is also 2018 in all the months, because I need to have an overall look on this date I worked with that company, this date I was home editing, and this date I did that, and so on. And on the next page, next spread, I did my first mistake. I wrote in 2 Octobers. So I just quickly wrote in September on it. And I just have to live with it. It's not that bad. I mean, sometimes you just have to live with it. It's nothing, it's no big deal. It's my book. It's no one else gonna look at it. So I don't have enough OCD to rip it out and change it. So I will leave it. This page, goals and dreams. And I decided to make it like I did in the last one. I've made it a little more detailed, like goals, and I will, write out what I want, how I'm gonna get there, action plan. And this one is really important because I really can write down all the steps if I need. I won't give you an example, but whatever I want, I can write it down, and a purpose, because I can remind myself, why do I want this? Why do I need this so badly? Is it worth it? If it's gonna lift me and make my life much better, then it's worth it, and then I will go into my action plan and just do it. So this is gonna be filled with different goals and dreams in a few days. And this spread is for all the activities of the year. I have to explain this a little, because the thing I do with this one is, like, if I want to publish an article in a magazine in December, I have to shoot that Christmassy theme like in March or April, because when April is over, I'd send it into the magazine and they say, oh yeah, we love it, we want to have this, we want to publish this in December. And then they have to write the article and make all the layouts in the magazine and send it to the printer and everything. They want to plan ahead, very long time ahead. So if I want to do that in December, I have to shoot here. So in April, I will write in plan for Christmas activities or Christmas articles. And everything, like in the end of May and June, there are a lot of students, and if I'm going to do a promotion or some promo stuff for all the students, I have to start planning that in February, because otherwise it will be too late. So that's one part of my problem. I can, when it's October, November, it's so crispy and it's so cozy, autumny. I feel like shooting for something Christmassy. And if they don't have time. The magazines and other places where they publish stuff, they have already decided what to publish in December. So if I come here and say what I want, they would just say no. And they would say, come back next year. So if I want to do that in December, I have to do that in April every year. So this activity page won't change, because if I want to shoot students in May, June, I have to get out and show that I have that option in February, March. So every February I will do a promo about shooting students. Yeah, and so on. So you get the idea, and I have great. This is the first time I'm going to try this. So I'm going to give it a year. So I think you have probably some good ideas of what to do about this too. So I mean, I'm talking about photography here, but you can use it for anything that's reoccurring year after year. And next page, I blanked out some of my text here, because this is my wedding workflow page. Here I've written down everything, every step I do on the way to get it done. So everything from the first time a couple calls me and says, "Oh, we love your images, we want to book you." Okay, then we need to have a contract. Then we have to have a planning meeting, and then we need to do this, and then I shoot the wedding, and then what I do, what all the steps I do all the way. And everything is personal, so that's why I blanked this out, because if you want to do an image, a page like this, you just have to find out what steps do I do. First, when I get home with all the images, I shoot both film and digital, so I have to send all my films to the lab, and then I have to import all my digital images into my computer, and then I have to do this and that. So it's basically all my steps until I deliver. And up here I'm planning to write all the names. So it's no secret behind this. It's no secret at all. It's just hard work. So if you want to know what to do in a workflow sheet like this, you just sit down with pen and paper and write down your own workflow. It's no magic. It's no secrets. It's just hard work. So this one is also here. I've cheated, and this is just one more, because I'm having a lot of weddings, so I needed another spread. So this spread is for this year. I have some here, and you can see some of the things in my workflow doesn't apply to all my couples. It might be products that they don't have in their chosen packages, and so on. But when I have done one thing, or I want to cross out something I've done, I just draw a little line here, like you can see here. And yes, my workflow for businesses isn't very different. It's a shorter list, because I don't do every step on the way there, because they don't have those kind of products that a wedding couple has. And this is my workflow for kids and family shoots, and it's the same there. They don't have or they have products in a different way, so then I have a special page for albums and products. So many of my wedding couples order albums, so then I have some album just here. Do I have designed the album? If yes, and do they have they approved the design? And then I cross out yes, and so on. And this one is pretty photo venues or places. Here I'm planning to write down the addresses and ideas, because sometimes when I shoot a lot of photos outdoors, both families and weddings. If it rains, do I have any ideas where we can go? So I'm gathering up everything in one place. And I also do slideshows for my wedding couples. And I have bought music. Really important. Don't don't use music that's not yours. So I have bought some music that I think is very good for my slideshows. So I'm gonna list all the songs here so I can do variations in each wedding slideshow. And yes, my idea page for my blog or Etsy or articles or style shoots or whatever. And yeah, I will just transfer all my bullet ideas from my old one into this one. And here's my new wish list. I like the colorings, I like the layout kind of, so I just made one circle in the middle and did like this. So now I have a lot of space for other things to wish for. And here I'm going to plan my newsletters. I don't have that much newsletters so far, but I want to, and I have some good ideas. So this is what I'm going to plan it to. What's the titles? Have I written it? When I'm going to schedule it, and have I posted it, and any responses to it? What's happening? Do people like it? Or whatever. This page turned out to be really ugly. I hate this page, but it's going to be a good page because I want to gather all my favorite vendors, like who's doing the most gorgeous flowers, videographers, singers, in church and stuff like that. Cover bands. Do I have anyone to recommend my couples? Makeup artists, musicians, DJs, entertainment. So this is a good one because sometimes when my couples ask me, do you know anyone who makes gorgeous flowers? And I can just, pull out my book and just, yeah, you can check with her if she's available. Or do you have any musicians or a good DJ or whatever it is? Because I think it's a service for my couples that I can give them that information. And I mean, we're all together in the same business here, in the wedding business. So I think we should lift one another up and help one another. So, things I'm waiting for. This is the page, the spread that I, if I have ordered something, what have I ordered? When did I order it, and when did it arrive? So this is just I'm gonna write up because sometimes it takes like a month to get stuff. So if I forget it or if it gets lost, I can check it out. And this is, sorry, you've all already seen the name, so I don't have to block this out. This is just a copy of the page from my son's reading list and my daughter's school list. And then I can do just a quickly on my monthly. This is October, and by accident I happened to do a Harry Potter theme. So yeah, this is how it looks. But I still use the dates here. And I have, every day what's happening here. I've underlined so I can see what day it is, because I think it's too messy to have all, Tuesday, Monday, and everything here. So I just decided to do it like this. And this is my review and goals page. Here is what worked well, what didn't work, what can I improve, important things I learned, and here are my goals planned for October, and this is my intentions. And make it happen, just do it. Ego investments like a workshop or a foot massage or taking a bath, reading a book or stuff like that. Instagram, just a short note on my growth. And my master to-do list, still super, super, super important. Want to, for free. And for free is, when I say for free, it's like I do an article and maybe I'll sell it to a newspaper later, or I'll have portfolio images and I have to deliver it to the model or stuff like that. Thank you cards is for my wedding couples, because some of the packages have thank you cards in them, and also album. This is also for my wedding couples. Must. These things I have to do. No excuses. Just do it. And this is should, and all the things I should do. You have a long list of that too, right? Edit. This list is, yeah, long. And I never seem to catch up in the edit list, but I'll do my best. And plan, yeah, both the personal and business. So this is just things I want to remember and I need to plan in. And invoicing. And the first week looks like this. So I've changed it a little bit since my last bullet journal. Okay, besides the Harry Potter theme, I think actually this is a little too much for me. I really prefer it, yeah, colorful, but a little more simple. Because I really need to see, this is going, I want it more functional than this actually is. But okay, for this month is okay. So here I'm going to write both my monthly word, weekly word, and it's more like what I feel for that week. And the most important things I really need to finish up this week. And then I just write in what I do on Monday, Tuesday, and so on, and notes here. And then I just copied the layout for all my weeks. So I will try this layout and feel it in October, and then we'll see if I make some changes or something else. So this is my Harry Potter themed October, and then I haven't gotten any further. So this is where I'm supposed to have my trackers for private and work. And I haven't any super ideas, so I will just leave it blank for a while. I'll just feel it in. So this is everything I had to show you. I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got any ideas. And if you have any great ideas, please get in touch, and I will try them out. Because if you have a business, self-employed, you always need some good ideas, some good tips and tricks from other people in the same situation. We can help each other out. Thank you.